Good evening. The time is 7:43 p.m. The news headline: Why the Yoruba must quickly unite with the Igbos. I feel really compelled to make contributions towards the very suspicious, scary, and unfolding events taking place in Nigeria today under the APC government. Let me make a few points very clear before I proceed. First, I don't belong to any political party, not APC, nor PDP or any other. My reason is simple: I don't believe in this crop of politicians. They are too clueless for my liking. They are mafias, rogues, and complete empty heads. So I don't find them worthy of deserving my votes. This is a personal opinion and I owe nobody any apology for that. Secondly, this contribution is not for Fulani and the Buharists to feast on. They must steer clear and allow people with brains and a level of sanity to put forward their comments, devoid of hate and malicious intention. Thirdly, for everyone that will come across this post, please read it with open mind. Put aside sentiments, be objective with your comments, and see things for what they are, even though I might end up being called unity beggar. I have lived in Yoruba land now for about 21 years. I have Yorubas as friends. I equally had them as classmates back in school days. I do business with them and I look forward to more fruitful relationship with them. I admire their spirit of hospitality and humility. But the truth, I must say, to the Yorubas, without any iota of bias whatsoever, honestly, my Yoruba brothers must be told a few truths given the present goings in the country. They must be reminded that the Fulanis are fully out to undermine and overrun Nigeria. I have heard many of them argue how it is not possible and how APC is the best party in Nigeria, not until late. The opportunity in question here for these killers to overrun Nigeria, no doubt, has already been established by the Yoruba leaders. How? Through the infiltration of their ranks with the religion of Islam, for the fact that a large chunk of Yorubas are sympathetic to Islam is a dangerous handshake that must be checked with all seriousness. Secondly, I have noted with serious concern the Yoruba penchant for referring a northern president than an Igbo president. Take for example, there has been a loud advocacy by prominent northerners that an Igbo president succeeds Buhari in 2023 for fairness and equity. Whether that is political or not, but at least we have heard them say it. Unfortunately, I have never heard any Yoruba elite corroborate saying instead the Yorubas have been at the forefront of stylishly packaging Tinubu or Shibanjo and canvassing for Fashola or Fayemi to succeed Buhari. Let me make it very clear. The Yorubas should not make themselves the enemies of the Igbos. If they do, they will be at the losing end. Space will fail me to explain this, but let's leave it at that. They just shouldn't. It doesn't take anything away from them to for once support Igbo presidency in the spirit of brotherhood. The Yorubas must stop being cunning with the Igbos. They must not be politically correct at all times. Said that, I'm sure everyone can perceive the dangerous wave of things in our national life today. We need not to be told that the coming days are heavily pregnant and no one knows what it will deliver. The Fulanis are bent on unleashing ill in Nigeria in their quest to conquer and dominate others. I posted a very short piece yesterday calling on the South to be prepared, and I meant every call in that short piece. I have no reason to doubt the readiness of the Igbo, including the Niger Deltans, in event of any emergency in Nigeria. I trust those guys with everything in me. You can take this to the bank for free. Unfortunately, I do not think same about the Yorubas. This is the more reason why they must quickly unite with their brothers in East now, because tomorrow may be too late. Igbos have fought war in the past at least for 3 solid years. They understand a little about war and so can stand any invasion for as long as it takes. They did it between 1967 to 70. Anyone who thinks they can't do much better now is only fooling himself. This contribution is not born out of hatred for anybody. I love my Yoruba brothers, but they must shake up, do the needful. I need them to be more reasonable. For once, forge alliance with their Eastern brothers and put aside their handshake with the North, which will consume them if not checked immediately. I am happy for the Southern Governors meeting, which have begun in earnest. We expect more of it and hope that there are no saboteurs and cunning devils among them who spill every details of the meeting to their Fulani masters, because we really need to come together and ensure that evil, wicked caliphate burns to ashes. Another way the unity between the Yoruba and the Igbos can be strengthened is for our online warriors who are specialists in attacking one another, the Igbo and the Yorubas, to stop the attacks. Rather, use their time online to put forward pieces that can inform, educate as well, the aid and the unity of the whole South. The unity must begin now and end in earnest. The time is 7:51 p.m. The analysis. This is a news shared by Nigeria 247 News on August 26, 2021, where a writer actually suggested that he feels compelled to make contributions about the scary and unfolding events taking place in Nigeria today under the APC government ably led by President Muhammadu Buhari. And while he was laying his suggestions and contributions, he iterated that many mafias, empty-head, or people that may see his write-up as an instigation of malicious with some malicious intentions should change their orientation and see this post as a way forward, because he has lived in Yoruba for about 24 years and have friends in the Yorubas and also classmates back then while he was in school. And he was trying to emphasize on the need for a unity between the Yorubas and the Igbos. He said that it is time for the Yorubas to support the Eastern aspiration as the next president, rather than packaging Tinubu or Shibanjo or Fashola or Fayemi to succeed the Buhari regime. He said if the Yorubas should do this, that it is most likely that it will be they are going to be at the losing end, stating that space will fail him to explain this at length. However, he urges the Yoruba that in the spirit of brotherhood, that they should support the Igbo presidency for once, and the Yorubas should try to stop being cunning with the Igbos, because they cannot be politically correct at all times. He also said that in a short speech yesterday, he has told the South to be prepared about the events of emergency in Nigeria. He also alerted the Yorubas to take note that the Igbos have once tasted what it means to be in a war for about 3 solid years, from 1967 to 70, and that anybody who says that they cannot do much more better this time around are wholly fooling themselves. Therefore, he says that he loves the Yoruba brothers, but this time they must shake up and do the needful. They must forge alliance with the Eastern brothers and stop partnering with the Fulani masters.